What's up, guys? I know this video is a little bit late, but ever since the SERE, Bob Fu show, I've been sick as a dog, and I haven't been able to avoid a 9-minute coughing fit every 10 minutes. So for the last 3 weeks, doing a video really hasn't been in the cards. But for the last few days, I've been feeling better, so I figured let me get this video out while it's still somewhat relevant to what's going on in the hobby right now. I'm Chris Eaton from Snakes and the Fat Man, and this is the Fatman Nation. Okay, so here's the thing. The reality of it is, I didn't want to make this video, okay? I'm not the hobby watchdog, and half of you think that I'm not relevant or respected enough in the hobby to have an opinion anyway. So I'm literally getting nothing out of this. That being said, you guys all know my relationship with Morph Market. I don't like Morph Market. I don't use Morph Market. And the relationship between this channel and Morph Market since the new owner took over is or has been contentious at best, I would say. But this one, this one really pissed me off, and I figured even if this video is a couple of weeks late, it's not going to matter. But let's talk about the green check mark for a little bit, okay? The green check mark that the owner says is a value add if you're a Morph Market member. The green check mark that lets people buy with confidence. The green check mark that forces you to use Morph Market shipping. Otherwise, you don't get that green check mark. Now, this is not an anti-Morph Market video, okay? Or at least I don't intend it to be, okay? I realize that you guys need Morph Market to buy and sell and hawk your animals and to make money. But dude, there's ways to add value to Morph Market without being a and forcing people to abandon their shipping companies that they've had for years. Now, I've heard all Morph Market's public reasons about why they're doing this, that if they support the chain, they can't guarantee a third party being a link in that chain, otherwise the whole thing falls apart, blah, blah, blah. But you can't tell me that there aren't at least a dozen other ways that you could offer the same protection without sellers having to switch to Morph Market shipping. As a matter of fact, you can't even get to the next screen if you don't check the box that agrees to use Morph Market shipping when you're signing up to get the dumb little green check mark. To me, I don't know, that sounds a little bit like coercion. Oh, and another thing. So what you're telling me is that any new dickhead seller could come on the platform and get 5 good reviews and guarantee that they'll use Morph Market shipping, they could get the green check mark, but people who have been on the site for 8 years and have hundreds of great reviews, but they want to keep their own shipping company, they can't get a check mark? Is that what you're telling me? Like, how is that even remotely fair to the people who have been there for years and years? This is a painfully obvious play to increase Morph Market shipping. Because, make no mistake, this guy wants all the shipping, all right? He doesn't want a piece of the pie. He wants the whole pie. By this point, everybody is hip to the whole, "Aw, shucks, I'm just trying to help the industry and do what's best for people." We all know that act is bullshit, okay? It's bullshit. He is actively trying to put the other shipping companies out of business. And if you watch the accompanying interview that's going to be released with this video, you'll see that he actually said it. Outright. He outright said it. I have it on good authority that there's a couple other sectors of the hobby that he'll eventually go after as well. My real gripe here is so many people are pissed off about this. I've talked to them personally. They're stuck between a rock and a hard place, and I get it. They want that green check mark, but they don't want to end the relationship that they've had with their shipping company for sometimes almost a decade. I mean, how do you choose, right? Potentially getting more eyes on your ads, potentially making more money, potentially getting better reviews because you have the green check mark, or be loyal to a years-long relationship that you ended up cultivating. I've had 20 conversations with medium to large-scale breeders in the last 2 weeks, and they are pissed off about it. Behind the scenes, they're very pissed off about it. Behind the scenes. Why aren't you speaking up about it? Why are you guys discussing it behind closed doors and not on a public forum? Why is everyone motherfucking this guy in private, but shutting up when it comes to the public eye? I'll tell you why. You guys are realizing now that the fate of your business can be determined with a few tap, tap, tap of the keys by one guy that could throttle your ads and ruin your business if you have one simple disagreement with him or him with you. If you guys have the balls to speak up, your ads could potentially get pushed down further than my will to live when I realized that podcasting is part of my retirement plan. It's forced adoption through fear. So how did we get here, okay? How did we get to a place where people are terrified of just saying, I disagree with you publicly? How did we get to a place where we've given one person the potential power to control every aspect of your business, okay? Every part of it, okay? From showing your animals to selling your animals to shipping your animals. How did we get here? I'll tell you how we got here. It's because of you, okay? It's because of you fucking people. All of you people who said nothing when he came into the hobby, guns blazing against the ball python people. All of you who say nothing and just go along with his post on his liberal agenda when he decides to be a social justice warrior. All of you who switched your shipping companies just because you could save a few $100 a year for a limited amount of time, mind you. And all of you who didn't say anything when he actually said that Morph Market could lose all of their ball python sellers and it not be affected one bit. Why wouldn't this guy think that he could get away with anything? He's been in the zone for fucking years because nobody said anything when he pulled his dumb shit. So now, where do we go from here? Unfortunately, I think that we're stuck with very few possibilities. Number one is the owner of Morph Market could stop acting like a when acting like a isn't necessary. But that's probably not going to happen. Number two is you guys could actually grow some balls and publicly voice your disagreements with the platform. All it takes for people to take over is for good people not to say or do anything when all the is going down. Way over half of the people that I've talked to at SCRE said that this guy is bad for the industry. I guess the answer to where do we go from here is wait and see if somebody good for the industry comes along. Until then, if you don't have the balls to speak up about it publicly, don't speak about it at all. Listen, guys, if you actually get the jokes that we're trying to do here and you realize that you could love a hobby yet simultaneously recognize the hypocrisy and the ridiculous aspects of that hobby, you're the exact kind of person we want subscribed to our channel. We encourage you to hang around, watch some videos, and if you like what you see there, subscribe to the Fatman Nation YouTube channel. If you want even more of our non-PC honest takes on the hobby, then please consider becoming a member of the Patreon family. For as little as $5 a month, you'll get access to exclusive Patreon-only videos with no commercials, access to exclusive contests only available to Patreon members, exclusive merchandise, plus you get access to extra live streams every month like the open Zoom call for Reptile keepers, and the Fatman Nation Discord. Patreon people are the reason that this thing keeps forging ahead. And honestly, every show that we do here on the Fatman Nation is dedicated to them. I love the community that we're building there. Take it easy, guys.